when people get into power, the worst things can actually come out of it. There is a new Netflix documentary on America's what model something with Tyra Banks. You remember that lady, figure 8, about catwalk. It was actually this type of reality TV that I just hated. I didn't like. It was very brutal. It was very anger. It's kind of like Gordon Ramsay, the whole cooking show, the rudeness. Even on the camera, you can see it. Now, on this new documentary, they do interview her, so they don't just talk about the people who fell victim to the whole shebang of that entire television show. This entire show was released about a couple of days back. I'm actually right now seeing it because somebody was actually reviewing the thing, and I'm like, what? Where's it? So I thought, let me go and see what the trailer actually has. And you see, sometimes we can blame the world for bringing corruption our way, but sometimes when the world gives you power, the question is, are you going to use the power falsely? Are you going to use it badly? Or you're going to do the right thing? And this here, I think, tells you which one did Tyra choose.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I haven't really said much, but now it's time. Fashion, model, art.
On America's Next Top Model, we were showing the behind the scenes of what the fashion world was.
I wanted to fight against the fashion industry.
Okay. She says she wanted to fight against the industry by this show, maybe bringing out models in a manner that is respectful, right? Let's hope so.
The only reason the door was open to me was because of Tyra.
We had an audience of over 100 million people.
I felt like I was part of something so big.
That was a moment where I realized, oh my God, I think we built a monster.
And that's it there. When the power gets handed over to you, what do you decide to do?
There was a lot of body shaming. You're not thin enough. You're not thin enough.
We are actually going to switch your ethnicities.
Ooh, baby girl.
Things get crazier and crazier. Going to get a medical procedure as part of a makeover. Look.
So people were forced to do makeovers, body modification, just to fit the standard of what the show was requiring. Some people had to go and get teeth, like.
Horrific.
There was a line that I feel was crossed.
He's grabbing my legs.
It was wrong, and for some reason, no one really seemed to see it.
So y'all saw this?
It's a TV show to you guys, but this is my life.
I realized Tyra would do anything for the success of her show.
I knew I went too far.
You knew?
You want to talk about being slapped across the face
We felt betrayed.
and then slapped right back.
It was very, very intense. But you guys were demanding it. And so
The audacity to blame the audience.
we kept pushing more.
Why are we filming this?
And then You want to talk about being slapped across the face
We felt betrayed.
and then slapped right back.
It was very, very intense. But you guys were demanding it. And so we kept pushing more.
Why are we filming this?
And more.
So fucked up.
And more.
And so, to a point, you start to realize, excuse me, please, why are we blaming the audience again? You're the one who's creating the show. Remember that interview with Denzel Washington when the other person was asking Denzel, aren't you afraid of being cancelled? And he said, cancelled by who? The people that create the shows the way that they want them to look like. It's not the audience that decides what the show looks like. It is the people that are creating the show. And so you can't turn around and say, the people were demanding that. They were demanding that you push people beyond. You see, most of these industries are fashioned like this. They are structured like this. They are structured with this type of destructive nature of the individual. You see it even in South African reality television. And I don't even think we're seeing the full stories right there. I've had some crazy stories in South African reality shows. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I've had crazy stories. But that has not yet come out. One day you'll hear those stories. You'll hear those stories. You will hear those particular stories one day. But right now, it's just all silent. It looks like everything is going fine, right? Reality television has been gathering its thingy and it's been going like all these things of Big Brother show. You haven't seen any bad stories pertaining Big Brother, have you? Now, I bet you there's some crazy dark stories behind that. People don't just sit on a show and do the things that you see on Big Brother. It doesn't make sense. Like, why do they choose that? Why do these people choose that particularly? One day, you'll hear the stories. You haven't heard it, but you will hear it. Because some of these producers are pushing the lines. They're pushing so that they can get the particular type of a product that promotes. Something that can stay on people's lips, even beyond. Okay, at what cost? I don't care at what cost. Some of these industries, people, you do best to just ignore. Some of these industries, you do best to just ignore. Because the things that they are willing, the lengths at which they are willing to go. I mean, like even here, we've had some of these agencies being questioned and stuff like that. You have no idea the level at which people, there are people who've been pushed in these industries who are even afraid to talk because they're afraid of being blacklisted. The industry here is not that wide. You know, the studios here, it's not like in the US where you have Hollywood, then you have studios in other places and whatnot. All the studios here, it's all centered in one area. It's like the producers, and just so that you understand, I've seen, not in question, I've seen where there's producers that work at one TV, at one particular channel that came from other channels, and producers that come from this channel working at this channel. Okay, and so it's not like these people don't know each other. These people don't know each other. So when you see some of the similar traits between them, you know where it comes from. These people are playing competition with each other. It only reveals your heart. It reveals your heart. And for some people, you do best to stay away from some of these industries. Some of these industries are really dark. You know, cooking shows, you see all these cooking shows, all these supposed reality shows, most of them I've never been really on that. I watch National Geographic, that's about it. These other ones, it's kind of dodge. There's been reality shows on TLCs and whatnot which have broken relationships, families apart because they ask people to do things that are extra. And now those people have blurred the line so much. It's so difficult for them now by themselves to tell what was the reality and what was part of acting. It ruins their life. Some of the things you're watching on television, it's programming. So you see, when you see it on television, when you see models being spoken to in that manner, you feel like, okay, it's just the industry. It's not. It's people displaying a heartless personality because they feel like they have to play boss babe up there. Yeah, you're just not a nice person. You're not you're not a nice person. It's just that. It's kind of like the thing that people were saying about J-Lo when her TV show came out. They were like, she's so self-centered. The show feels off. And it kind of explains why people around her just find her, because these people been tainted by this personality. They feel like they have to do this in order to keep face. But that's what they learned, this terrible personality from the industry. That's rooted. She said she was fighting. She wanted to fight the industry. Fighting the industry by being what it is, what it shows. And therefore, by the end of the day, the product that she produced was the very bitterness that she felt, no, the industry doesn't need to be this. These shows are brutal for a reason. You see them like that, and that's only a part of it. So you sit and ask yourself, if this is what you see in shows like America's what, I forgot the name of this show, Top Model, whatever. These are old shows. Now think about the ones that are now here that you are seeing here. What kind of traumas do you think are happening there? I've heard some crazy stories already. Don't think the world won't change you. You haven't made up your mind. Don't think the world will not change you. Know exactly why you're there. Otherwise, the world got something for you. They got something to make sure you're not the same when you leave. It's Ricky. We're done.